counting down the Tiquas and watching the United Workers' Party win in victory.
Economic Development Minister Guy Joseph says the ruling United Workers' Party is ready for the polls. The Castries Southeast MP was questioned by the media on the UWP's level of preparedness for the upcoming elections on Tuesday. On the heels of the 4th anniversary of the June 6, 2016 victory, Prime Minister Alan Shastday hinted that St. Lucians will be heading to the polls soon. The opposition St. Lucia Labour Party also officially kicked off its 2020-2021 election campaign earlier this week.
We are always ready for elections. There's no political party who should not always be ready for elections. I mean, from the day we came into office, we started working. And you know, when you work because you have 5 years in government. Elections can be called before the 5 years, as we've seen on 2 occasions by the St. Lucia Labour Party. In 2001, they called the elections almost a year before. And in 2016, we were expecting elections around November. All of a sudden, we just heard that elections was in June. So prime ministers have that prerogative to be able to decide when they are going to call the elections.
Joseph does not think the campaign season is in full swing yet. Pundits say the upcoming election will be intriguing, especially against the backdrop of COVID-19 given public health protocols. The 3-term MP believes it's too early to predict the possible implications for the race, but he acknowledges the impact of the pandemic on everyday life.
I don't know that COVID is having any impact on campaigning at this point in time, because I don't know that I'm campaigning. So it's difficult for me to tell you it's having an impact. If you ask me whether it has had an impact on my interactions in the constituency, it has, because the number of funerals that was limited just to the immediate family, and you don't want to impose yourself on people. You don't want to just walk in and see the elderly and you don't know if you're a healthy carrier. So there are lots of things that has been impacted. In terms of, I think our relationships have been impacted by COVID. In terms of how we react to people, what we do, what we say, and the general thrust of life in St. Lucia has been impacted, and it has impacted church services, funeral services, weddings.
Joseph continues to tout the Alan Shastday-led UWP administration's track record of performance, claiming that the government started its work program from the outset of entering office. The MP, who is known for issuing political challenges, contends that the administration has outdid the previous SLP administration. He does not believe the incumbent will be judged solely on his management of the COVID-19 crisis, but its entire term in office.
We gave the 5 to stay alive. Did we keep to that? Did we write off all the bills at the hospital? Did we reduce the increase of the license fee by the 50%? Did we increase the school transport? Did we increase on the school feeding program? We did all of these things. We said that we would reduce unemployment. Unemployment was at 25% when we came in. Prior to COVID, it got to 16.8. Which government can talk about ever accomplishing something like this, given the economy that we inherited? So to grow an economy steadily, to the number of tourists, when we introduced the head tax for the airport redevelopment, what did the government say? They said, oh, we're pricing ourselves out of the market. Tourists will not come to St. Lucia because we are charging so much money. Our tourism numbers grew every year that we were in government.
The next general election is constitutionally due no later than September 2021. However, the Prime Minister has the prerogative to announce the date anytime between now and then. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
And this victory is for you, Sir John Compton. Thank you very, very, very much.